Hey, you guys, Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. So, I wanted to thank one of my viewers for bringing this to my attention. Somebody in the community about the fact that 21 states have not certified the election, meaning they're supposed to send in their electoral votes to the National Archives, and they have not done this. And I believe that both, just to give credit where credit was due in terms of where this was first heard, in terms of our community, anyways, is on Rosie's Insights and Sematic Money. I don't think that's the full name of her channel. Sematic Money. Let me just look real quick. Sematic Money. I think if I do this, the magic of Sematic Money. Okay. I think that is her YouTube channel. Okay. So, the magic of, okay. Yeah. So check both of those out. And anyways, this is a connecting the dots video, which I think is very interesting. What I did try to do, so first we'll look at the states and then we'll look at what the policy is, okay, like what the timeline's supposed to be. So they are not doing what they were supposed to do. Well, actually, let's look at the timeline first. So the electoral, so this is 2024 Electoral College, key dates and events for state officials and points of contact. Okay, so we had the election. December 11th was the deadline for issuing and sending certificates of a certain ascertainment. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what the, let's prepare your certificates of ascertainment. Send one to the archivist of the United States. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what that is, if that was a deadline for this certification. And then on December 17th, elector votes. The elector in each state meets to select the president and the vice president of the United States. Okay, so that wasn't, the December 11th thing was not it. So on December 17th, all of our states met to select the president and the vice president of the United States on the 17th. Okay. And we knew that was a key date. Okay. I remember that being a key date. It feels like so long ago. Why does it feel like so long ago? Okay. December 25th, which is interesting. Electoral votes must arrive. Okay. There you go. There's the key word right there. December 25th, electoral votes must arrive. Designated federal and state officials must receive the paired certificates no later than the fourth Wednesday in December. Okay. Then on and before January 3rd, archivists transfer certificates to Congress. And then tomorrow, which is the 6th, Congress counts the electoral votes. But this is the interesting part. They can't count the electoral votes because 21 states have not entered their electoral votes, which was required by December 25th. Isn't that interesting? Now, does this happen every year? I have no idea. So if somebody has more information, please put that in the comments. Okay. This is not about conspiracy theory, or this is just staying up to date with what might be going on. And I don't know, is mainstream media talking about this at all? I have no idea. Is David Pakman talking about this? They should be. If nobody's talking about this, then they're missing something, and they should have been talking about this. Okay. And there's a reason why they're not. If David Pakman or Brian Tyler is not talking about this on YouTube because they have a huge crowd, then I highly doubt they've missed this information. It makes me wonder why they're not talking about it. And so, I would like to think that they're trustworthy. So the question is, why are they not talking about it? Why is it the spiritual community only the only ones that I'm hearing from? Now, that doesn't mean they're not. So can people tell me who's talking about it? Okay, so So here you can see the states, right? There's all 50 states here. And you can see the states that have put in their votes, okay? Alabama has, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas. Those are all for Trump and J.D. Vance. Then you have California, nothing. There's nothing here, okay? Then you have Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, and District of Columbia, Kamala, and Walz, all right? This is interesting, Florida and Georgia. Florida and Georgia. These are states that we wondered about prior to the election. So that's interesting. Okay, nothing there. This is on the, you can see right here, archives. See that? Electoral College 2024. So archives.gov/electoral-college/2024. Okay. So then you have Hawaii has their vote in. Idaho does not. Why not Idaho? It's not a swing state. I don't remember hearing any kind of, I don't remember hearing from people in Idaho that people were not thrilled with Donald. Illinois has entered their votes. Indiana, Iowa for Donald. What are you guys thinking, Midwest? Kansas, Kentucky, no votes. Kansas and Kentucky, no votes. Louisiana, Maine, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, all have their votes in. That's interesting because Maine is split. That's the first state we've seen is split. So Maine's electoral votes, 3 went to Kamala and 1 went to 45. Okay, then Maryland, and then Massachusetts, nothing. Now this was all due, they were supposed to do this on December 17th and due by the 25th. Now, I live in a state that has not, and I haven't heard anything from my state about why they have not. Has anybody, like if you live in one of these states that has not confirmed and given the electoral votes to the National Archives, have you been hearing anything from your state about why they have not? Now, again, I might not have heard anything from my state because I'm not really, every once in a while I turn on local news, but they're not talking about this kind of stuff. But I will after I'm done here. I'll go, after we're done looking at this, I'll go on Wisconsin's a website and see what they're talking about. But go on your website for your state if they haven't turned it in, and see if they're talking about it. Because they really have to be talking about it. They have to be letting us know what they're doing. This is not this is not supposed to be an inside job. This is, this is supposed to be democracy in action, but okay, so Michigan has turned in theirs and Michigan was a swing state. So there's not a pattern here of swing states versus not swing states. So it's not just 7 states. It's 21 states that haven't certified or sent in. Yeah, so I guess that's what it's called, right? Let's see, on the 25th. Electoral votes must arrive. Okay, so we're just calling it the electoral vote. So certification is not the right word for that. So the electoral vote, okay? So let's see, Michigan. So Michigan was a swing state and they've turned theirs in. Minnesota, Mississippi, missing. Why is Mississippi missing? Minnesota, not a swing state, Minnesota. And in fact, Minnesota is blue. Was for Kamala, and they haven't turned theirs in. So what's the pattern here? There's no pattern. I can't see a pattern here. Can anybody see a pattern? Missouri, Montana, both for 45. And then Nebraska, 1 for Harris and 4 for 45. Okay. Nevada. Okay. No, nothing there, which is interesting because Nevada, we have heard some things about, where's my connecting the dot page Did I have that? I think I had this on there. Oh no, I don't think I did, and you guys put this in the comments. We're creating a spreadsheet of the dots. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot I didn't have the Nevada information on my connecting the dots page. What was I thinking? Because that was a big one. I did a video on that, on the Nevada information about how they found major discrepancies in the voting. Okay, so New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, all sent their votes in for Kamala. North Carolina, interesting, right? There's no pattern there. North Dakota, why haven't they sent theirs in? Now, could it be that the National Archives just is behind in uploading these? I don't see how. It was due on December 25th. So why are some uploaded and others are not? You know? Ohio, certification for 45. Oklahoma, no, not certification, sorry. Votes sent in. Oklahoma, no votes sent in. Again, what's the pattern? That's not making sense. Oregon, okay, and here's another question. Is there any chance that everyone who saw drones were in the states that didn't certify? Or no, that didn't send their votes in? Any chance, you guys? I don't know. I don't, where's New Jersey again? New Jersey sent theirs in. So okay, that doesn't make any sense. What are the dots here, folks? We're internet sleuths now. No, I just find this really interesting. Oregon sent theirs in for Kamala. Pennsylvania was a swing state. They sent theirs in for 45. Boo. Okay. Clearly, you guys know where I sit. Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota. None. Okay, it makes me wonder, is there a chance that this is where they have found cheating? The states that haven't? So the states that sent them in, there's no question. That's not where the funny business was, but wasn't there funny business in Pennsylvania? Isn't that where the threats were called in on the day of? It was Pennsylvania. No, it was Georgia. It was Georgia. So Georgia has not sent theirs in. Okay. Interesting. Tennessee sent theirs in. No funny business in Tennessee, apparently. For 45. Texas, Utah, nothing. Texas, nothing. Why? Why not Texas? Vermont, Virginia, both for Kamala. Then Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, nothing. Wyoming, 3, 4, 45. Okay, so let's just go on Wisconsin electoral votes 2024. Okay. Oh yeah, all I get is National Archives. That's interesting. Well, besides, I can't even, just even see it. Ugh. Sorry, I subjected everybody to that. So this, no. Distribution of electoral votes. That's just the policies again. That's just the distribution. So I am not seeing December 12th. So there's nothing after December 25th. That is Wisconsin electoral votes, National Archives. Yeah, look. Number of electoral, so it's just the number. There's no news. There's no news. So look and see if there's news on your state. It should say, after October 25th. So Wisconsin, I don't even know what to look up. Wisconsin Political news. Political news, electoral votes. Okay, Wisconsin Election Commission to investigate. Oh. Okay, 2 days ago. 2 days ago. See, I just haven't been. Wisconsin Elections Commission to investigate egregious election failure that left nearly 200 Madison ballots uncounted. Okay, so that's 200, but okay, so there's something there. That doesn't seem like huge news. So here's another one on the 200. Wisconsin Election Commission votes to launch an investigation again. Is this into the 200? Uncounted ballots. The Wisconsin Election Commission on Tuesday voted 6-1 in favor of an investigation into whether the city clerk broke the law over nearly 200 absentee ballots. Okay. So again, we're talking about 200 ballots. It's not going to, I don't think, change anything. So now we're only talking about that. Okay, 2 weeks ago, Wisconsin's 10 GOP electors formally cast votes for 45. Okay. So Congress will count state electoral votes on January 6th, 4 years to the day after you know what. So they said they counted them. 10 Republicans who posed as electors in 2020 settled a lawsuit last year in which they admitted their actions were part of an attempt to improperly overturn the 2020 presidential election results. They also agree they will not serve as presidential electors. Well, that's good. How nice of them to agree to that. I'm pretty sure they should be in jail for that, doing that. Okay, so the slate of electors who met Tuesday in a state capitol hearing room was composed of 10 new Republicans, including former Governor Tommy Thompson. Okay, rounding out the list of electors. All right, so everybody's names. The dispute over the 2020 false electors is ongoing. Oh, so is this about the false electors? Huh, interesting. So anyways, I'd have to keep reading into this, but okay, so they got together, 10 GOP electors formally cast votes. Oh, that was 4 years. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh, 4 years ago, a different group of Republicans signed fake documents. They should not be walking around free. No, this was current. This was on the 17th. But is this how it works? Just 10 GOP members cast the. So it looks like they did cast the votes. So the question is, why is it not turned in by the 25th? That's the question. And nobody's reporting on that. Nobody's reporting on that. So that's all I can find. Let me know what you guys think. It's kind of interesting, huh? I mean, it's no lie. I'm going to hope that it's something interesting. I'm going to hope it's something interesting, but I mean, I do and I don't. This is, you get what you ask for, and yeah. I just want I had a coffee with Karen today on all the shadow side of society. And a lot of this is bringing out the shadow side. But there's going to be, we're going to have results of that, meaning we're going to have to deal with the consequences of seeing the shadow side. But I'm confident that after we see it and deal with it, if we deal with it effectively, that we'll be coming out on the other side. So I don't know. It's like I want there to be disruption. That's what I want. I just want there to be disruption, but I don't know if I want the consequences of disruption. I guess that's where I'm going with this, It's like, well, you get what you ask for then. So I'm just going to, send light and love and prayer and whatever, do what you can to just If you want disruption, but let's make it a peaceful disruption, peaceful disruption and peaceful follow up to the disruption. So helping everybody see the truth type of thing. If there's disruption, it's just interesting. All right, let me know what you think. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.